Today, everybody else on prep day, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so you're going to use a big bowl like this. My Nana used to do this right on the table, or she had a special board that they mixed the dough on, but I want you to do it in the bowl because first might be your first time, and it's special. Okay. So this particular dough is from Italy. So a lot of Italians do this, right? So can you guys do that real quick? And then go, hey! Hey. All right, so you're Italian for the day. But the reason why Italians do this is because when you make pasta, you use that shape to put a well in the flour. That's not really why they do it. It's just a really bad joke. So now we have a well, a hole in the middle of the flour, and we're going to put all of our liquid in there. How much of the liquid?
All of it.
So why do people go, should I only put part of it in there? I just don't know. Don't understand. Okay. What's this called? $10,000 tool. In action for you, just to reinforce. Okay, now, there's different ways of doing this. I'm going to show you kind of how we teach it. And then as you get there, you don't have to do it exactly like this when you get older. You can just mix it and knead it. But this is kind of a fun way to do it. In the well now, you take a whisk, and you're just lapping up some of the ingredients from the side, kind of like a beach eroding. Right? I'm just lapping up some of the dry ingredients in the middle until it becomes thick, or the whisk becomes useless. You can see how the color's changing a little bit. You want to stop using the whisk before it gets too clumpy and you can't take the liquid off the whisk easily. See how thick this is getting now? So here I'm going to stop before it gets too thick, and I'm going to get everything off the whisk because it's much easier to do now than when there's big clumps off there and you're trying to clean it all off. It's really annoying. So now we have that empty. And now you're going to use your other whisk, your built-in whisk, and you're going to throw the dough over the top and kind of bring everything together at this point, and it'll look like a little crumbly. Once it's all together, you can pour it out onto your work surface, right on your table. Okay, and you have dough fingers. They're very, very fashionable nowadays. High five. Clear it off, and then so we're going to incorporate the dough, start kneading and pulling it together. Thank you. I'm going to incorporate everything from the recipe in the middle. Okay, so now our dough is formed. But we're not done yet, okay? So what needs to happen now, no pun intended, is you need to knead it. I feel the need. The need to knead. Tom Cruise said that. There's in wheat flour, there's two proteins, glutenine and gliadin, that when mixed together with liquid, and over time gluten will form naturally, or you can knead it through agitation and it will stretch and develop the gluten as you need it. Okay, so right now if I try to stretch this, not so stretchy. The gluten is not formed yet. But we're actually going to be able to, on prep day, the tortellini, you'll be able to stretch this dough out like this much. Way out there. It'll stretch so thin, and that's because of the gluten. So the way you develop it is, one way to develop it is by kneading. And you're going to use the blade of your palm and you're going to roll the dough back and then push forward. The stretch is happening right here. So I'm kind of causing it to, I'm stressing it out as I'm moving it forward. Then you bring it back, stress it out. I'm stretching and then combining, stretching, combining. And that's the kneading process. And you're going to do this for approximately 7 minutes. So if you feel that dough right now, it's kind of soft but granular, right? It feels grainy. Watch how the texture changes over time. You can see how grainy that is. But as I'm developing this, the gluten will form. Turn it. You should get a good workout. This is actually really, you can count this if you have a Fitbit, you can count this as some time if you need. They should put that in there for a Fitbit. Eating pasta 7 minutes. Beat your goal. We had people on the France trip, we had to